So this was an interesting one. As soon as I started channeling, I was kind of like, Spirit was like, yep, this is going to be more complex. There's going to be a lot in this one. So for me, there's just that sense of having to let go into that and just trust that what will come through will come through, and that's important to share. Wow, yeah, I feel wow a lot with my work because I never know what's going to happen, and then at the end, as I'm doing it, I'm like, wow, it's so beautiful what's coming through, and so much in this one, so much. This sort of female or figure with the hair, long hair, and her dress sort of on the right, coming down into almost like she's wearing some kind of the earth or nature. Her dress is becoming nature, and I think I can even see like a some kind of whale. I can't think of the name of it. It's not coming to me right now. There's definitely a whale in there, and there's quite a few whaley fish in there as well. Birds, and what's lovely in a way is that sometimes it's just like they're just beings. They're not necessarily meant to look like something that we know. So it could be a mix of something. And I think that's almost like the message of these beings. Nothing is not necessarily what is on this earth. It comes from other worlds, and therefore they're beings from other worlds, and the magic that they bring and the difference that they bring. And then really interesting, this figure that looks like on the left, it's like something's coming out the mouth, and what I'm getting when I see that is creation, like creativeness, creation, like literally birthing through the mouth. So like through words, through sound. Actually, sound. That's what I'm getting. It's like the most beautiful healing sound through the mouth. And it reminds me of that. I don't feel like I can sing that well, but actually the power of vibration and sound that we produce, and how healing that is. And I think that this figure here is really breathing that healing through sound and vibration, and reminding us to do that. Yeah, and then these other beings, it's almost like quite hippo-like in the top corner, to me anyway. It might be something else to you, but that sense of, and it's sort of looking up, it's kind of, and there's a strength and knowing in that part, with this almost like fox figure opposite it. It's like foxy in a way to me, other being for sure, and then like a ram next to that. And the overlapping, there's something in the kind of, the animal is very sort of animal based, with sort of more kind of beings around those animals, spirits. The overlapping of animals, like one inside the other, like layering, and what we hold in us, what spirit animals are around us, which ones are sort of supporting, what medicine do they bring, the medicine of these beings, these animal beings. But there's a sense of they are looking up. It's a real spirit, like looking up to spirit, looking up to the sky. The bird feels like it's in full flight, on some level, and it's so within its body it's holding an interesting shape as well, which is coming through actually looks, it's quite like it's coming through sort of like a horse. So it's like a horse and then a bird and then like some kind of wolf, or there's like they're just within. It's reminding me of the what are those, the Russian dolls that fit one inside the other. It's like when we dare to sort of go into our hearts and open one layer, we're just looking into ourselves and look into what magic and what these animals bring. Like you just peel back another layer and there's another gem and there's another gem, and it's like daring and trusting that they will keep showing you more and more. And it's reminding me of when we choose to live our lives in that way and consciously open up to spirit, how it's just it's a layer thing. It's like it never ends, if that's our choice. And it can be intense at times. It can be really intense, but there's always rewards and gifts for sort of sticking in there and having the courage to just keep looking and keep seeing what there is there to support us. But knowing, that's again with all my images, they're kind of showing you how much support you have, not just in the physical world that we live in, but in the spiritual and all these other worlds that are existing. That's what spirit feels like. It's really wanting us to know that there's all this support. It's the layers, and it's like just take off the top and look inside and there's something else, and then take that, it's like really explore that and see what from that vibration and create what's created. Creations come by. It's like really creative. It feels very unfocused. It's very interesting. So I've been doing this. I'm in a house which is near a farm, and suddenly all these flies were coming and landing on me at different times, and they were like tickling, and it was like it was bringing in this kind of like clearing, but also focus. And focus, this is really intense and there's a lot of detail here, and this is really important to get this over, and focus. So it's like, I guess I'm saying just notice the little things that happen, and that there's always other reasons behind. It's really looking deeper, like taking a layer off than it's just a fly that's landed on me and that's a bit irritating. What, be curious and explore that a bit further. So just notice things in your life, and I think just see if there's anything else coming through. So what's coming through also is that when life is busy, life is, so much is happening and it's so easy to be distracted. I think this is what the fly message is coming through. It's so easy to be distracted, and what do we do to keep our focus? Even if it's as simple as just actually stopping and breathing for a moment, but really noticing that can be really helpful. So focus, creation, vibration, healing, peeling back the layers, animal medicine, beings from other worlds coming through. That is what I get for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be painting these into colour, which just changes them and brings them to another level. So I hope you enjoy.